You are about to shut up every naysayer and every doubter you know. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, you are about to shut up every naysayer and every doubter you know. I need somebody to drop in the comments and say, you can't stop me. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say you can't stop me. Now, this goes for your friends. I'm talking about people who you were best friends with, right? Raised with, family members, right? And let's speak on family members for a second because family members, a lot of times people overlook them because this person raised you, they changed your pamper, they fed you, you was raised with them, right? Family members is very tender. It's a touchy topic because this your blood, your biological, genes. So you tend to feel that if I don't have anybody else, I have family. It should be that way, but that's not the reality in life. Once again, it should be that way, but that's not the reality in life. So you have to understand something. A lot of times, family members and friends are naysayers and they are doubters. They doubted Abraham. They didn't believe that he was going to be a father of many nations. They didn't believe that he was supposed to sacrifice, his only son, right? For that moment, okay? They didn't believe that he was supposed to be the one to save everybody and be the redemption for that generation. They didn't believe him. They doubted him, right? They were naysayers. They didn't believe he would have a kid. He's too old, right? So what I want you to understand is, y'all, is that you're going to shut up every naysayer and every doubter, no matter what the circumstances look like, no matter what things look like, in reality for right now. Because guess what, y'all? We don't walk by, sight. We walk by faith. Let me say that once again, y'all. We don't walk by sight, meaning what we see. We walk by faith, the unseen. It's not to say you're supposed to be crazy, dumb, and just make frivolous decisions. I'm just saying we operate a little different when it comes to us chosen ones. Does that make sense, y'all? Right? But sticking to the point, you are about to shut up every naysayer and doubter, and you just got to understand that. All right. Right now, your circumstances may be, I don't have a lot, Reno. I don't see how it's going to change. Your circumstances may be, right now, Reno, they are the manager. They are the boss. They're over me. Your circumstances may be, man, I don't got no car right now, Reno. How is this going to happen? How is this going to change and turn? I don't even have a crib, bro. I'm not able to provide for myself, let alone my family, the way I used to or the way I would like to. Understand something. It's going to be a major shift. It's going to be a major change. You are about to shut up every single naysayer and doubter. All right. And let me also say this too, y'all, for those who are not going through the worst of the worst. Okay. Your silence is enough for people to think that you don't have anything, for people to think that they can get over, for people to think that they can talk down on you. All right. So in their mind, you're losing as well. Okay. Understand that. But with that being said, y'all, I hate to go into a long intro as I do sometimes, but y'all know every time I do it, it's for a major reason. All right. But anyway, y'all, yes, y'all, second video of tonight. All right. I'm sending everybody love, peace, and prosperity. I hope y'all had a great day. Okay, I've been focusing on writing more music. I've still been doing my content, obviously, but I just been writing more, Christian hip hop. Okay, somebody corrected me. They said, oh, Reno, it's Christian hip hop. I think it's all the same. Gospel rap, Christian hip hop, whatever, right? And I said that respectfully. I'm just saying I believe that Christian hip hop and gospel rap is like the same thing, right? Y'all can drop in the comments and let me know if it's a difference, but that's how I feel about it. But anyway, I've been focusing on that, y'all, so that's why you seeing some later posts tonight, right? But I never leave my tribe hanging. I never leave the family hanging. That's why we here. Y'all make sure y'all leave a thumbs up over this video as well as subscribe to the channel. Yes, sir. Not only that, but y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. Let's get right into it, y'all. Number one, you've been silent for a while, okay? You've been silent for a while. We touched on this a little bit, y'all, but let's pull back the onion and the layer on this. What I mean by you've been silent for a while, it does not mean if you have not been losing. It does not mean if you haven't, been going through the worst. It does not mean if you have not been to jail. It does not mean if things are, not going, or if things are going well for you. The problem is they can't see it. The problem is they don't know it. All right. So the fact that you've been silent, you seem to be, a person who don't have the gift no more. You don't have the connections no more. You don't have the talent no more. You're not the one anymore, right? You can't be a chosen one no more. No, I'm still a chosen one. In fact, there's a lot of chosen ones who are silent and in darkness, but not for the worse, but for the better. A seed start off in darkness, right? If you put that seed in the dirt, at some point, with the proper amount of nutrients, the proper amount of, nourishment, at some point it's going to grow and sprout out to what it was designed to be. But in the beginning, it started from the darkness. So the darkness is not always bad. Somebody drop that down below in the comments. The darkness is not always bad. Okay. I'm not talking about what Jamie Foxx said, on the Dream Girls, step into the bad side. I ain't talking about that bad side, okay, or the dark side. I'm talking about sometimes it is okay for you to be in the darkness or for you to be in a period of silence, okay? For an example, you got the Forbes list, right? All those people are filthy rich. But you also have people who are not on the Forbes list and they're just as wealthy, okay, if not more. If not more. Every billionaire is not on the Forbes list. I can guarantee you that. Some people are just that low key, right? Some people are just that low key. But guess what? You got some crazy millionaire or some crazy high earning six-figure earner thinking that they make more money than this guy who makes the same amount as Bill Gates or Warren Buffett. And they're going to get embarrassed. Why? Because that person has been silent. We live in an era, y'all. If you haven't been posting your gains, if you haven't been posting that you won money, if you haven't been posting how much you make, if you haven't been posting those things, y'all, it has become a point to where people look at you and say, oh, you ain't got this or you ain't got that. People start looking at you saying, oh, you're not going to be able to sustain this. You're not going to be able to sustain that. Oh, you must not be doing. Yeah, we're real big on that. Oh, he ain't posted that new car. He ain't posted a house. He ain't posted this. She ain't posted getting her hair done. She must ain't got. Just because you are silent, some people feel that, they have the right to be a naysayer and a doubter of your talents, a doubter and a naysayer of your success that's soon to come. Does that make sense, y'all? Who've been silent? Somebody drop in the comments and say, I've been silent for a while. Maybe you've been planning, you've been plotting, you've been building, you've been creating, being innovative. You've been strategizing, mobilizing, organizing, structuralizing. I mean, you've been doing all these different things, y'all. And people just think that you fell off. No, you ain't fall off. You are about to get back on. Yeah, you getting on. Yeah. And everybody who think that, oh, since you've been silent, you lost it, you are about to shut them up. I guarantee you. Somebody drop in the comments, by the way, and say, shut up. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say shut up. And I say that very respectfully. I don't want people to think I'm preaching hate, but I'm just saying some people are waiting for your downfall. Some people are waiting to talk about you. They're waiting for it, right? But anyway, y'all, number 2 is going to be this right here. They think you failed, okay? They think you failed. See, family, we live in an era where if you're not winning in public, then yeah, you failed. If you ain't showing your highlight reel, yeah, you failed. If you switch your professions, you failed. I'll speak about myself for a minute, right? So there's a few people, maybe more than a few people, who think that I failed at doing music. No, fools. I'm not talking about my family, by the way, but I'm talking to them. No, fools. I didn't fail. I changed directions. Okay? A failure is a person who stops. A failure is a person who don't find other ways to be innovative. They stop creating. A failure is a person who does not reach their goals. A failure is a person who allows the naysayers and doubters to stop them. Just because a person switched gears and directions, it doesn't mean that they failed. If I switch up the vehicle as to how I got to Atlanta, did I fail? Or did I just find another way to get here? If I change the route to get to the movies, just because I didn't take the route that y'all seen me taking, I failed? I took another route and got to the same place. What is the place that we're trying to get to? Success, bliss, happiness, a position of flourishment. So people would tend to think you failed, just like they thought I failed. No, I didn't fail. Have a business, over 500,000 followers, true people who, matter of fact, I don't even look at my followers as followers. I look at y'all as family members. Have a community, merch. Where's the failure? I'm really trying to figure it out, right? I'm really trying to figure it out. Self-sustainable, where's the failure? Do we have shortcomings? Yes. But that does not mean that we are failures. See, you cannot truly be defeated until you quit. If I never quit, I was never defeated. But that's the mentality of our people. Oh, man, you stopped doing it this way, so you failed. No, I didn't fail. I chose another route, you Nimrod. But that's besides the point. Number 3 is going to be this right here, y'all. You will be better than expected. Ain't that nice, y'all? You will be better than expected. This is the person who was granted a record deal. Once again, y'all, I'm just throwing things out there. Y'all know my musical background. Y'all know, so I love using musical analogies. But this is the person who was granted a record deal straight off of pity, or straight off of because they felt like, they ain't going to do nothing with it anyway. And as soon as they get that record deal, as soon as they get that machine behind them, as soon as they get that push, as soon as they get it, what happens? They go all the way to the moon, and then they start having tours and performances, and now they have a successful career, and people are actually gravitating towards them. What happens, Reno? People start realizing that, they better than we expected. We gave it to them because we didn't think they were going to take advantage. We did not think that they were going to be successful. And that's the same thing with yourself. You came out better than expected on that job. You came out better than expected as a mother. You came out better than expected as a father. You came out better than expected once you came out of prison, man. I just want you to understand something. When you are better than they expected, you shut up all naysayers and doubters, point blank, period. Number 4 is going to be this right here, y'all. They'll be humbled by your greatness, okay? They'll be humbled by your greatness. The reason why they will be humbled by your greatness is because you're going to be so good, so powerful, so talented, so gifted, that when they step before you and they look your greatness in the eyes, they're going to be humbled. You know how critics find a way to hate on people? How haters find a way to envy people? You know, how people who are negative find a way to be pessimistic? Y'all know what I'm trying to say. They just find something. Hey, you got a booger on your shirt. You got a spot on your left pants leg. You know, you got a spot on your sock. I seen your sock right there. It's a spot right there. You're just trying to find something, okay? When you have a masterpiece, they'll be humbled by your greatness. They'll be humbled by your greatness. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? It's nothing that they can say about it that will turn you off from it. There's nothing that they can throw at you that will make you not feel that you are who you are. There's nothing that they can do to make you stop believing in who you are. Therefore, they're going to submit to your greatness. Does that make sense, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. Number 5 is going to be this right here, y'all. They will need you, right? They will need you. So I seen a post, y'all, where, and y'all may think this is made up, but this is really real, right? And there's many stories out there like this. But I seen a post where it was this, guy who dresses up as a homeless person, okay? Some people may call this games, but content is content, and I think that type of content is good because it shows the psychology of humans. But this guy dresses up as a human being, dresses up as a homeless person, right? But he dresses up as a homeless person, and he asks people for $1, $2, $3, right? And whenever they don't give it to him, you say, okay, cool, fine, right? And what he'll do is he'll flip the script and he'll give somebody else, I'm talking about 200 times what he was asking them for, okay? So, for instance, he's dressed up as a homeless person. He asks somebody, hey, can I get, $3? I just really need this. They be a butthole. He sees somebody else and he flipped the script and say, hey, I want to give you $500, just want to bless you. The other person over here be like, oh, man, I didn't know, man. I would have gave it to you. I'm struggling right now. I really need it. You see what I'm saying, y'all? This man came out the blue and asked you for $1. You couldn't give him $1? Not two? Just $1, 4 quarters, man. 4 quarters, sis, you couldn't give it to him? And so what happened was when he flipped that script and he give it to somebody else, now all of a sudden you need me. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. This is how you shut up the naysayers and doubters. Some people won't, agree with that tactic. Again, I think it's good to show people how they need to wake up. Stop judging people. This person asked for $1. You never know where your blessing gonna come from. You never know who gonna bless you, right? And a lot of people miss out on their blessings, and then now they want it. Oh, I didn't know. I'll take it. No, you didn't want to give me $1. Why would I look like giving you 500? Makes sense. Makes no sense. But anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and conclude this video, okay? Number 1, you've been silent for a while, all right? Number 2, they think you failed. Number 3, you will be better than expected. Number 4, they'll be humbled by your greatness. And number 5, they will need you, okay? Family, y'all already know how we do. Y'all make sure y'all go over to the Rich Mentality Academy. Be sure to join the membership. Go meet your tribe. Not only that, y'all, get you a Yes Sir t-shirt. Be sure to get you a book. And also, you can book a one-on-one session with your boy. But I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Keep a rich mentality. Peace.